Most people assume it does, but what if that assumption comes from not reading either one carefully? If Jesus came to contradict the Torah, then Jesus cannot be the Messiah. The Torah says, even if a prophet performs signs, if he leads you away from God's commandments, you must reject him. There is no category where someone can override the Torah and still be from God.
The claim many Christians make is that Jesus fulfilled the Torah by ending its obligation in order to accommodate sinners.
If he ended the Torah, then by Torah definition he would be false. This is definitely something that needs to be addressed. He says clearly, "Do not think that I came to abolish the Torah or the prophets. I did not come to abolish, but to fulfill. For truly I say to you, until heaven and earth pass away, not even the smallest letter will pass from the Torah."
If fulfill meant ending the Torah, then why does he immediately say nothing will pass from it until heaven and earth pass?
The word fulfill here is the Greek plēróō, which means to fill up, to bring to full expression, not to cancel or end. And he defines it himself, because right after, he says nothing from the Torah will pass away. So fulfill cannot mean abolish, because the same sentence denies that interpretation. He says do what they say but not what they do, because they were teaching correctly but not living correctly. They sit in Moses' seat, meaning they are religious authority and interpret the Torah. Jesus does not reject their teaching, he rejects their behavior, because they teach the Torah correctly but do not keep it. If they are teaching from Moses' seat, then what they are reading from the Torah is not the problem.
In this context, Moses said does not mean Moses speaking directly, it refers to what is being taught under the authority of Moses' seat.
Jesus explains this clearly. The scribes and Pharisees sit in Moses' seat, meaning they teach the Torah to the people. So when the New Testament says Moses said, they are often referring to how the Torah is being interpreted and applied by those authorities. This becomes very clear in the debate about divorce, where different schools interpreted the same Torah differently. The school of Hillel allowed divorce for almost any reason, while the school of Shammai limited it to sexual immorality. Jesus is not rejecting the Torah, he is taking a position within an existing debate about how the Torah should be interpreted. He sides with the stricter reading, meaning he is reinforcing the intent of the Torah, not abolishing it. When the text says it is written, it refers to scripture. When it says you have heard, it refers to oral teaching. In Matthew 5:38, Jesus says, "You have heard that it was said, eye for eye and tooth for tooth." But the Torah gives that standard to judges in court, not to individuals for personal revenge. In the Torah, eye for eye appears in judicial settings, Exodus 21, Leviticus 24, and Deuteronomy 19. It is a legal principle for measured justice, not a command to take vengeance yourself.
So in Matthew 5, Jesus is not canceling the Torah. He is correcting how it was being used outside its legal context, as if court law were permission for private retaliation.
Galatians 3:10 says, "Cursed is everyone who does not continue in all things written in the book of the Torah, to do them." That does not say keeping Torah is a curse. It says failing to keep it brings curse. Paul is quoting Deuteronomy 27:26. So if someone says Galatians teaches that Torah itself is a curse, they are claiming the Torah cursed itself for being obeyed, which is not what the text says. The Greek verb behind continue is emeno, meaning to remain in, persist in, or continue faithfully. The curse falls on the one who does not remain in what is written. The Torah itself teaches blessing for obedience and curse for disobedience. That pattern appears throughout Deuteronomy, so Paul is using Torah categories, not abolishing them. In Colossians 2:14, what is said to be removed is not called nomos, the Greek word for law. The word used is keirographon. Keirographon means a handwritten record of debt, an IOU, or a written charge. It refers to the record against the sinner, not to the Torah of the eternal. If Paul meant the Torah itself was nailed to the cross, he had the word nomos available, but he did not use nomos, he used keirographon, because the issue is debt, accusation, and penalty.
So if Christians say Jesus never sinned, but also say he rejected the Torah, then they have a contradiction, because by biblical definition, rejecting God's commandments is sin. 1 John says sin is lawlessness, so if Jesus was sinless, he could not have been anti-Torah. The contradiction is not in the text, it is in the interpretation.